Hi! Hotels. They can be great. They can be horrible. Let's talk about some of the things about staying in a hotel. I'm going to pop online just shortly to do this video. It's going to be a live stream, so don't forget, give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more videos. Now, as you can guess, I am staying in a hotel. Hi, Tanya Lambert. Welcome. So we're going to walk around the hotel room. I'm going to talk about some of the amenities and some of the things that I do here in the hotel room. First, I'm going to wave at my husband. Hi, husband.
Hello.
Hello. So one of the first things I do, or actually the first thing that I do when I go into a hotel room, is I check for bed bugs. It's really super easy, but I leave all my stuff either in the car or outside of the room. I don't even come in and bring the things in until I've checked for bed bugs. Now, all you do for that is just simply pull the sheets apart. I've already, off of the mattress, I've already checked for tonight, but I'm just going to give you a brief, quick look at it. I do have a video on it. I'll be linking to that later. But for right now, all you have to do to check is just come in. You want to notice if there's anything on the sheets. You don't want to see any rust stains or anything like that. Then you just pull the sheet back and pull the sheet back, pull this cover back, and you want to look in between the seams of the mattress and make sure they're clear. So after that, then I'm ready to actually see about staying in a hotel room. When I pick a hotel room, I always make sure that I get one that has free Wi-Fi. What is it with all these places charging for Wi-Fi? It's crazy. Too many places have it for free. To waste your money paying for it. It's just crazy. So I always look for free Wi-Fi. I always like some things too that come standard in some hotels, but not in others. Hey, Tanya. This will help when I go to get my service dog. I have to stay 10 days in a hotel. Wow. Well, congratulations on getting a service dog. They just make life better in so many ways. Now, when you go to get your service dog, since you're staying in a hotel room, ask if you don't have any other discounts that apply, such as like AAA, AARP, military, government, whatever. If you don't have any of those, see if they have a special rate for people who are traveling for medical needs. Oftentimes there is a discount for that, and if there's not, sometimes they'll go ahead and extend that AAA discount. I've stayed in bunches of hotels with my kids in different hospitals and stuff, and we've always been successful in getting a reduced rate, so try to negotiate that. They're usually pretty good about it. So, and some other things that I like to have is the coffee maker, and it's nice to have the cups. Now you think that, oh, and the hairdryer on the wall. These do not come standard in every hotel. I'm staying at a Clarion right now. That's by Choice Hotels, and those things do come standard. I also have the microwave, and the refrigerator. Lisa, these are a must. If you're going to stay more than just a night, then these make or break you. You can save a lot of money, of course, by having a micro fridge at your disposal. Another thing that I like that a lot of Clarion hotels have are these lap desks. And you can just move that, of course, wherever you want. And giant TV. It also helps to have one. It's got a swimming pool. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, there we go. Of course, tonight it's supposed to be, what, 9 degrees, which makes the swimming pool a skating rink. Not really. So, hotels and service dogs. There are some things to watch out for and to just be aware of when you're in the hotel. One of the first things is when you make your reservation, tell them you have a service dog. They can note that on the reservation. When you check in, what that does is it flags the hotel staff, and so when you check in, they know automatically to try to find a room for you that's on the lower floor. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why do you have to have a lower floor when there's an elevator? Well, believe it or not every hotel, even these days, has an elevator. I stayed in one this past summer in Oklahoma, of all places, and that hotel did not have an elevator. Now, would you believe they did not tell me that until after I had already checked in and lugged my stuff in from the car? It was a disaster. They did help us get my suitcases up, but it should never have happened. And that's with me telling them, hey, I've got a service dog. But normally, that's the only problem I've had. Normally, they just automatically go ahead and put me on a lower level. It's really important to me to be on a lower level, just in case something happens and the elevator was to go out. It's a little easier. It's one less thing to worry about. So if they go ahead and put you on the bottom floor, it makes life so much easier. Plus, if he has to get up and go out in the middle of the night, it's easier to just walk out your door and go down the hall than it is to walk out the door, go down the hall, and get the whole, elevator and the whole thing there. The other thing about staying in a hotel with a service dog is, one thing I strongly recommend, have a copy of the service dog law with you. If I had a nickel for every time I had to whip out that service dog law or just let them know, do some little education there at the front desk, I would be a rich woman. But it pays to have a copy of that law on you to show them. Another thing to watch out for is the pet fee. Several times this past summer, going to Alaska, I almost got charged a pet fee. Now, the thing about service dogs is hotels are not supposed to charge pet fees when you have a service dog because, duh, he's not a pet. He's a piece of medical equipment. Lovable, fluffy, furry, but at the end of the day, he is a piece of medical equipment, and they cannot charge you for that. So, again, you may have to whip out that ADA law to get that taken care of. Go for it. There's a hotline on it they can call. It's not rocket science, and they'll help you with it at the ADA hotline. The other thing is be prepared to call your customer service if you have to for the hotel where you're staying and argue with them about that service dog policy. I've had to do that. It's not something I like to do, but it worked wonders. We had the front desk staff trying to call the manager to explain to me why they were going to charge me. I've got my cell phone going on. I'm talking to the corporate office. It worked out in my favor, even though the hotel manager, the one that was available to the staff that night, wanted to charge me anyway. So it was a lot of hassle. It was a lot of fuss and bother. But in the end, it was worth it. Now, something else that I like to have access to, and this is going to vary depending on what your disability is, but I'm going to step in here to the bathroom. No jokes about the bathroom humor, okay? The accessible bathrooms. Now, this one has a tub. This can be both a positive and a negative. The positive is, you have something to keep water up off the floor a little bit, but the negative is you're going to have some problems sometimes getting into it. So when you're booking a hotel room, not all accessible rooms are the same. So ask them when you call to make that reservation. Actually, forget I said that. When you call to make the reservation, ask them for the number of the hotel, because you'll need to call and ask them about the bathrooms. Also, standard in ADA compliance, with the hotels, the shower head, not every hotel has that, where you can just remove and, take that off. Also, grab bars. Hopefully your hotel will have it. I've seen a few lately on my travels to Alaska that didn't have it. That was a real pain in the neck. Plus, in the accessible bathrooms, you've got space to turn around. Now, the other thing about your service dog, and I've got it, but I don't have it out yet. Anyway, I have a little mat for Tomlin to be on, so I usually put that out on the ground, on the floor. And it goes without saying, bring all of the service dog goodies that you would normally have. His favorite treats, his favorite animals. Yeah. Check this out, Tomlin. There's somebody in the computer? You are just not into camcorders anymore, are you? Yeah. I thought he would say something or do something. Now he's looking all cute. But anyway, bring all of his favorite stuff, because that also helps. Now, if this is the first time traveling with the dog, bring extras, okay? Just for any eventuality, you'll be covered. Go ahead and pack your pet emergency kit, just in case you need that when you're traveling with your service dog, your hydrogen peroxide, stuff like that. Paperwork from the vet, bring that with you. Any kind of health certificate, bring that. A business card, information on the vet. Put all of that in a, bag or in a folder. But bring that with you just in case you need it. You never know. I never dreamed a couple of years ago when we went to Canada that Tomlin would be attacked by an off-leash dog. But we had the medical information, and so we were covered. Fortunately, the attack was not that bad, but it's still something to watch out for and prepare for. So bring your pet emergency kit, bring your paperwork so you have it. And of course, all the toys and fluffies. So that's about it. Do you have anything you want to say? Oh. All right, I don't know what he's doing here. Whoops. Tanya says, great advice. Tanya, do you have any questions or anything that I can answer for you about traveling with him? Of course, make sure if you use a vest, make sure you bring it. Also, one more thing that I like to do is I bring 2 leashes and a cable. The reason I do 2 leashes is because I have a 6 foot, and then I have a shorter 4 foot. So depending on where we're going, if it's someplace that's going to be tight quarters, I like to use that 4 foot leash. It just makes life a little bit easier. 6 foot leash is standard. A cable, I like to do a cable. That way when we go to a rest area, I can back the van up into a corner in kind of an out of the way spot, and I can either put Tomlin on the cable at the end of the van or on a tree. That way he gets a few extra feet of space and he's not hemmed in all the time. That really seems to make a difference. He really seems to like that. So, John, can you think of anything else about traveling with a service dog than staying in hotels?
No, I think you covered it pretty well. I can't think of anything else from the top.
This is my first service dog. Any ideas on how to introduce it to my pets? Yeah, and they're probably going to tell you this when you pick up your service dog. If you have other pets, introduce your service dog to them in a neutral spot. If there is a park that you don't usually go to, try to pick that, or a church, parking lot, just someplace that's not at home. And the reason being is because your home already belongs to you and your pets. That is your pack space for your family unit. And so what you're doing is when you introduce a service dog, you're essentially, in their eyes, bringing an intruder into their space. They may, even with you there, they don't always react well. If you introduce them somewhere neutral for the first time, then you'll have a chance to establish kind of the start of a friendship before you bring them on home into the house. So even that few minutes ahead of time, maybe take them to a dog park where they can run a play. See if there is a friend who has a fenced-in yard that would let you maybe take them over there. Just do something to introduce them ahead of time. It can make life a lot easier. So what else would you like to know? Oh, one more thing that's made a difference with Tomlin on the times when we have had other dogs over. We've worked very hard to make sure that the other dogs got their treats and so forth after he did. That really seemed to help hugely to set the hierarchy and to give him a little bit of extra attention. So, or I guess not extra, probably just being more intentional to make sure that he got attention as well as the other animal. That kind of reinforces the pack hierarchy, but also works off other tensions. He's sitting here whining at me. What? What? I know. Usually it's bedtime around 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and I don't know what time it is, but I know he's whining, so it must be around that. Yeah. What time is it, John?
It is 11:13.
Oh, it's after 11. Oops. One of the things that he's trying to do is make sure we all go to bed on time. So, yeah, you're just pawing at my leg and whining. So, anyway, I hope this helps. Should I bring I lost the comment. It only flashes up for a second. I think you were asking if you should bring a towel or something from home. I would do that. And again, the agency, if you're getting the animal from an agency, they will probably give you some suggestions on what to bring. I would probably go ahead and pack that anyway. Maybe a blanket, maybe a couple of towels, something that's going to make a nice thick mat for the dog to lay on, but something that's going to get the dog used to your scent also. Okay, well, you guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have any other questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Oh, should I bring a bone or something for my service dog to chew on? Yes, because that's going to do a couple of things. It's going to help the dog relax, and chewing on that toy, whether you choose a bone or a stuffed animal, chewing on that, it can be relaxing for the dog. In the same way that we pet our dogs and our stress level goes down, they work out their stress by play and by toys and treats. So yes, definitely do that. Okay, well, thank you again for hanging out. Again, leave me a comment down below. And YouTube is really going crazy on likes. So if you have not given me a like, please go ahead and do so. Tanya, blankets, good idea. I would definitely do that. You're on the right track, girl. So what kind of service dog are you getting? I just have to ask this before I go. Oh, I know. I hope he's not bothering you guys with the whining. It's okay. Just a minute. And again, we have a couple of people watching. Do go ahead and give me that thumbs up, please, if you like the video. Okay. a golden retriever. Those are supposed to be awesome service dogs. Yeah. Tomlin over here has just a little bit of golden retriever in him. We actually had him DNA tested. He's 75% husky and 20% golden retriever. Excellent dog. Just fabulous. And you're going to get it in March? Okay. So you're doing great to do some homework now on introducing the service dog and what to do for traveling. I wholeheartedly support you in that. It just makes life a lot easier. So good for you. But definitely check out with the hotel to see about the better rate and Concordia, Kansas. Okay. Somebody else I know went to Kansas to get a service dog. Hopefully they'll see this video. I don't remember if it was Concordia or not. But hopefully they'll watch the video and maybe make a comment to you about that. But definitely check with hotels. Now, you may need to be aware if the training is not complete, the service dog laws don't really apply until that service is complete. So check on that. Make sure, you know, it may be close enough that they could count it as complete, or you're just adjusting. I don't really know how that works, but just make sure you talk to your agency about that if they don't talk to you, just to make sure you do have ADA coverage, because that might change some things, but just check with them on that. So, yeah. Okay, well, he's giving me a little fit here, so I'm going to go and let Whiny whine. And again, you know, give me a thumbs up, give me a like if you like the video. Do leave a comment. Tanya, if you've got any other questions, leave me a comment or email me. You can do that, Gayle@GayleCrabtree.com. I'll be glad to answer them. Okay? Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you out about and online. Won't we, Tomlin? Won't we? He's just being him. Okay. Good night.